Hello everyone. Today we are talking about lab 9b. So last time in 9a we talked about phone SQLh. We talked about SQL code, SQL error, SQL stage, and so on. And in this part, we are required to do order SQL. There are three tables here. You can already sense which one is a primary key, namely order. In order 1, you have order number. In order line, you have order number again. In customer 2, you have customer number. This time, you need to pass a parameter, namely an integer, or double if you prefer, but we are required to do 110. 110. So the end product is here. When an extended price is above 100, we have 4 items. When it's above just 10, then we have everything. Nothing is missing. So by passing a parameter, I mean that in your ACS, you call orders SQLh 110. Anyway, so on to the code. We have the customer report for free, and the focus is on spend limits and under limits because this is where we find the figure for this and for this, for this and for this. So on to the main code. We declare the same printer file, well, customer report this time, and we declare this. Pay attention to data types as usual. And here it's very strange because originally you can see that the required output, we should have order date, order number, full name, part number, quantity, price, extended price. But here it's not quite the same. The order is a little bit different. So what happens here is that if you mix up the order, then in your data, even if you can compile this, the PDF files, they're gonna show something different. For instance, if you mix up the order, it's gonna just be blank here. Even though you have the heading, it's blank. So you must use the correct order, which is this one. It has to be a customer name first. And it also goes for declare cursor here. You have to be consistent here. So well, if you can change the order and still get the same thing, sure. But otherwise, you need to take care of the order of the local variables matching the data file. We can as well go back to the data file to see what it is. So we have, I think we are using which table? Customer 2. This is customer 2. Well, we do have something here, but anyway, we just do as required. So we have the main. This is it, adding up the totals. And then we have the subroutines, namely prepare files. We declare a new cursor. So this is the only lab where we have a cursor. This is the only one. And select statements. This is the same order as my data structure above from the 3 tables. And for read only, we write read only just because we don't want to change the data. So we also have the same SQL code for end of line, end of file. Execute SQL. Open the cursor. If SQL code is 0 or SQL warning is W, then it is end of file. Similarly, in get row, in wrap-up, you have the same. So we fetch next from the cursor into the record. If the SQL code is 0 and so on, we have the end of file requirement. And in wrap-up, we have something similar, but we close the cursor here to avoid the memory leak. and to declare the end of file. And lastly, we count the under limit. So referring back to the PDF file. So when the extended price basically is practically number ordered times quarter price. So when it's above 100, there are 4 items. When you can even use one basically. If you use one, then you have everything as well, the same. So you need to know how many. It's just about the where clause, where the price is above 100 or above 10, same as that. So just like in 9a, when you call this successfully, then it doesn't show you anything. So you need to check the spooled file. I clicked something wrong. Okay, I clicked something right. Anyway, what was that? Customer report. Yeah, so it's the same. It's just to check. So this is lab9b. Thank you.